In order for the United States government to create the autonomous weapons program, first it needed to gather enough information about us to create hyper-intelligent software. They needed to learn where we were at all times, what we were doing, our hobbies, our habits. The people you see here aren't viewed as citizens, or even human. You're treated like a set of numbers, which act as coordinates so the system never loses sight of you. Social media wasn't designed to bring us closer together. They don't give a fuck about your connectedness. These programs were made to study everything about you, and right now, every fine detail about your life sits somewhere in the master computer capable of processing data 1,000,000 times faster than the human mind. And we were happy to give it away. My name is 207-436-328. The 207,436,328th person to log myself into the system. Location, Grand Central Market, downtown Los Angeles. Like, if people will ever escape the simulation, like, I dream about that, like, and that's a shame. Like, I have fantasies of deleting all my social media and just finding somebody I want to be with, saying fuck all of this shit, and just go back to living my life in natural time, you know? I think about that every single day.
Elon Musk has officially committed to, within the next year, or next year we should say, that they're going to have full-on demand taxi robots that are going to be able to come. That's soon.
A third scenario is what I'm going to talk about today. The idea is to port the software from the human brain. To do this, we're going to need 3 technologies to be good enough, and none of them are there yet.
But the Defense Department, on the other hand, is moving us in that direction and absolutely wants autonomous weapons to be fighting wars.
They track our every move online, selling that information to advertisers and retailers. Critics say most of us have no idea how much is really being revealed.
There are going to be boxes broadcasting 5G, this weapon, down every street, all over the world. You're talking phenomenal numbers of these boxes broadcasting, like on the lamp standard outside your children's bedroom and stuff, broadcasting this stuff. There's nowhere you'll be able to go where you won't be in a field of 5G.
Tiny Toons.
We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV.
No fucking way. In 2012, a doomsday particle colliding machine called CERN tore a hole in the space-time continuum. As we become more connected, the space in between us is shrinking, which causes time to literally accelerate, thus creating the perfect environment for us to become more submissive. The system's goal is to create an artificial realm that feels identical to the one we live in. When the Mayans predicted the world to end in 2012, most of us held the preconceived notion that some sort of natural disaster would strike and wipe out 3/4 of the population. But maybe this is what they meant. I spent a lot of my time on the outskirts of the simulation, kind of just roaming around looking for things that still feel real. Maybe subconsciously, I'm looking for a part of myself that I feel like I lost during the transition.
Niggas will never know the pain of nigga taking 4 hours to download a song only to listen to it. That motherfucker be like, my fellow Americans.
And so my prediction is I wouldn't be surprised if, let's say, 5 years from now, the idea that you would let a teenager use social media, we're going to think about that like we think about smoking. We see these trends. It's really, really distressing.
Just stop and ask yourself right now, how many people do you know suffering from anxiety? And how long has it been that way?
As soon as you get, and we see the anxiety really jump up for that particular generation. So I think that's the canary in the coal mine that's telling us when you start banishing time alone with your thoughts, short circuits the brain.
It's nearly impossible, but there is actually a way out of the system. Something I've been working on for years now.
Headed to Los Angeles. We're headed to Los Angeles Station.
Don't you feel all alone?
After the transition, the dynamic between man and woman completely changed forever. What started off as mere physical and emotional attraction to one another quickly became relationships that were algorithm driven. I think it's the saddest thing in the world. Perhaps the most natural urge of intuition is dead. How does one man become enough for the woman whom upon posting an image, that picture is liked 823 times? How does one woman become enough for one man when we each follow hundreds of women online that we deem attractive every single day? We all suffer from overexposure and desensitization. With so many outside stimuli per day, I fear that we may soon not be able to feel anything at all.
So why do people value texting so much? Why is it so addictive? And why is it considered better than talking? Texting releases a chemical in our body called dopamine. This is the pleasure chemical that makes us happier. There's the same chemical that is released in our body when we fall in love.
To, keep up conversations and, respond in a timely manner, but in turn, I was just raising my anxiety levels, and I would that's just takes up a lot of time and energy responding. Do I have to entertain this at all? Do I have to, respond to this at all? Not everything needs a response.
She sending me a whole ass twerk video, bro, and that shit was cool too, because she got ass. She was crazy ass.
How you feel about the whole simulation theory, though?
Shit, like nobody around you could be real.
Right.
Because the one thing you want to do is to love. And that love should begin with you. Once you love you, you love the whole world. It's easy. It's delicious to love everybody and everything.
We're collecting friends like stamps, not distincting quantity versus quality, and converting the deep meaning and intimacy of friendship with exchanging photos and chat conversations.
Man, we got damn near 30 years in this shit. Like, nigga, you ain't never switched up. Shit like that. Like, having morals and having values, and and I got that from my brother and uncles and stuff like that.
Outside of that, more music, kind of game with new music, kind of like
all into his face. He's like, "What the fuck you doing up here?" And I was like, "Honestly, officer," I was like, "Man, I'm just with the stereotypes that come with being a man." Then you're a black man, and everything that comes with being a black man. And then the root of it is you are a man and a black man. And what does that mean to you and who you are? And like, I feel like the complexities of that, like saying that, even just me saying like, oh, I gotta put on my white voice to go to work. like, shows that I have a clear understanding that I can't just be myself. But we choose to be constantly connected. We choose to be constantly tapped in. You know what I mean? At this age, like, man, this shit's about to blow. This shit could blow up at any moment. Like, this shit could just go off. Like, and it'll be all warranted, all valid. Like.
By doing so, we're sacrificing conversation for mere connection, and so a paradoxical situation is created in which we claim to have many friends while actually being lonely. So what is the problem in having a conversation? Well, it takes place in real time, and you can't control what you're going to say, and that is the bottom line. Texting, email, posting, all of these things let us present the self as we want it to be. We get to edit, and that means we get to delete. Instead of building true friendships, we're obsessed with endless personal promotion, investing hours on end building our profile, pursuing the optimal order of words in our next message, choosing the pictures in which we look our best, all of which is meant to serve as a desirable image of who we are. We're expecting more from technology and less from each other. The social networks aren't just changing what we're doing, but also who we are. And that's because technology appeals to us most where we are most vulnerable. And we are vulnerable. We are lonely, but we're afraid of intimacy, while the social networks offer us three gratifying fantasies. One, that we can put our attention wherever we want it to be. Two, that we will always be heard. And three, that we will never have to be alone. And that third idea, that we will never have to be alone, is central to changing our psyches. It's shaping a new way of being. The best way to describe it is, I share, therefore, I am. We use technology to define ourselves by sharing our thoughts and feelings, even as we're having them. Furthermore, we're faking experiences so we'll have something to share, so we can feel alive. We slip into thinking that always being connected is going to make us feel less alone, but we are at risk because the opposite is true. If we are not able to be alone, we're only going to know how to be lonely.
That shit beautiful, man.
My name is 207-436-328. Exact location? Unknown.
I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of on my own. Won't you help me, girl, just as soon as you can? People say that I found a way to make you say that you love me. Hey, baby, you didn't go for that. Now it's a natural fact that I wanna come back.